On January 7th, I watched An American Pickle, which was released in 2020. It's a relatively short film and only 90 minutes long, and not surprisingly, it's based on a short story. It stars Seth Rogen as both the modern-day Ben and his great-great-grandfather Herschel, who magically gets himself preserved in pickle brine for 100 years. And I say magically because this movie makes it into almost a running joke just how little the science of it all matters. It's clearly just a storytelling device designed to allow for that classic encounter between men of different time periods. It's always an interesting story, though, because there's basically infinite ways to make it different. And as long as you always include a modern-day character, and modern-day norms are always changing, then the story will never feel like it's been done to death. That being said, though, it is a relatively safe and easy way to set up a story, and the deliberate attempt to sidestep any realistic explanation for the time travel was original and provided for a few chuckles, but it can also be seen as lazy. The same can definitely not be said for Seth Rogen's performance. Apparently he's fluent in Hebrew, but he had to learn to speak Yiddish for this part, and he does a much better job than I would have expected. There's a climactic scene near the end that really blew me away for how emotional it got me, and it really made me hopeful that he might get looked at more seriously in the future. I always love seeing comedic actors at least get a shot at serious roles. It's one of the big reasons I love the TV show Fargo. There was something very familiar in Rogen's performance, especially when speaking Yiddish, that reminded me a lot of Robin Williams. Granted, I don't think Seth is quite as talented as a dramatic actor as Robin was, but there's definitely some talent on display in his performance here, and I really hope he gets more chances to prove himself. Sometimes less is more, and while I'm glad they didn't try to ham-fist some unnecessary love story or anything like that into this movie, it still ultimately felt like a very small story. There really are only two characters, and the outcome is very predictable, but it's a nice, wholesome story that will definitely make you feel good in the end. So go in with low expectations and enjoy watching Seth Rogen speak Yiddish. It's worth a shot. I gave it 4 out of 10, and its current list position for me is 976. Thanks for watching.